We are 10 to 15 hours removed off of a tournament to crown a new winner of the new generation. We are 10, 15 hours off of the G1. But before I talk about the G1, you guys already know introductions are a must. And the G1 story, how perfect that you guys already know. Your host, I named it before, but I am talking about New Japan Pro Wrestling G1 next 35 review. What do I say about this match? What do I say about this tournament? There's too much to say. It's everything all day because God, I love the G1. God, I love it. Yo, whoever was that DWF, whoever the hell, he probably would have been in the G final if he meant that. So I don't know if I'm going to say all the proper words. Tell you guys, when I watch this tournament, okay, maybe a little too much energy, maybe a little bit too much mana, but it's okay. That was a small error. Perfectly fine. Just I got so much energy to talk about the G1, and I'm so happy because guys, this was honestly amazing. G1 36 might arguably like in my top 5 favorite G1s. Is it like the best part of the best G1s I've ever seen? No, but it's in my favorites. Like I would watch some matches, if not almost all matches here. But guys, you guys already know in this tournament, I must talk about the semis before I talk about the finals. So before we talk about the finals, let's talk about the semis here. Starting us off with Roihei Oiwa versus the Prince of Pace, the leader of United Empire, Callum Newman. This match was honestly everything. This whole G1, I felt as though Callum was wrestling as a giant middle finger to Will Ospreay. Basically, I'm going to do what you couldn't. And how the hell could I forget that Tenzan was also retiring in the same night as the semifinals? I don't know how I forgot that. But Oiwa, his teacher, is retiring, so I'm going to assume the best thing that he was trying to do was make it to the finals to make sure that he knew you may retire, you may rest easy because I will carry New Japan. Honestly, that's what this match was. One man trying to prove a point, another man trying to make his teacher proud. And Oiwa, oh my God, you are literally like a 2018 Zack Sabre Jr. right now. The way you move, the way you are dedicated to the limbs, the way you are the grip. Balls. Oh yeah, they did. Honestly, Ruckus, I don't know how I feel about AI Inoki Like I know that it was done in good faith. I'm just not like I'm not the biggest fan of like AIing people. If you're gonna AI anything, like if you're gonna AI like I don't know, like a beautiful sunset, cool, whatever. But when you AI a person, I'm kind of mixed about it. But everyone was there from AI Inoki to Tenzan to President Ace. Everyone was there for this match. I was on the edge of my seat. I'm not gonna lie, I thought Callum Newman was gonna go to the finals. But then I remember that commentary said, will Callum be the first guy to win both New Japan Cup and G1? And that's when I realized, oh wait, he won New Japan Cup. He's not winning this. But then as the match continued and Callum's out here hitting make way and he's out here hitting I don't know what the hell he calls it, but it's Prince Devitt's old finisher, freaking 1916 Bloody Cent, whatever the hell you guys call that move. But he's hitting that move. But there's one thing that Oiwak's doing, and he's committing to the grip. But hey, the discus lariat is what took down Newman. The Prince is down. The headlines are up. Oiwa's going to the G1 finals. Well, now what? Now what? Now what's next for Callum? I don't know. Jeff Cobb's back, so I'm kind of upset that. Also, welcome back, Jeff Cobb. I'm kind of upset that he ain't rejoined the Empire, but I understand this ain't the Empire you left, and not trying to be a part of this. Honestly, if it were up to me, I probably would have started this United Empire Civil War stuff like a what, like maybe right before Jeff Cobb got released from WWE, because I guess you can do like Osprey, Hinare, Goto Khan, Cobb, Akira versus like Callum, Zane J, maybe Andrade. I kind of forget that he's United Empire sometimes. And Jake Lee. And then I guess Jeff Cobb sides with Callum. So you could do like a 5v5 deal. What's up, Quizzlefest? But yeah. As what's next for Callum, I don't know. All I know is he's got an imperial problem that he's gonna have to handle. Otherwise, he's going on a nice vacation on the islands. But that's a later talks for a different time. Now we're gonna talk about Yota Tsuji versus Yuya Uemura. Yeah, I said in predictions, maybe in this tournament, Yuya Uemura will show me what he's missing, because a lot of people believe in Yuya Uemura. Way back when, Joe Hendry believed in Yuya Uemura. I wonder what happened to that guy. Um, there's this fire in Yuya Uemura that I've been waiting to see burn at its brightest. And in this G1, like a Jeff can give him the tour of the answer. Yeah. Like a damn it, I forgot to use my comparison. Okay. I've been waiting to see this fire, this passion that Yuya Uemura had developing, growing throughout the years. And it has not burned brighter than it was in this G1. Yuya Uemura, this tournament was not a heat storm. He was a goddamn inferno. Yuya Uemura made it all the way to the finals, where I thought that, you know, I'm starting to believe. But before that, he faced the IWGP heavyweight champion. Thank you again, Tsuji, for bringing back the belt. Yota Tsuji, arguably a top contender for Top Glory's Superstar of the Year. Honestly, guys, I need to get this off my chest. Tsuji, change your theme, bro. I can't, man. Like, that's not the theme of a goddamn champion. But this match was heat. The one thing I love about Yota Tsuji is when he faces someone from his generation, from his class, he reverts all the way back to young boy. Basically reminding you the days of getting squashed in like 3 minutes or 4 minutes in 2018 against the likes of like Jay White and Tanahashi and Will Ospreay and so many others. Shit, I'm pretty sure even Tenzan was sweeping him. Probably even Kojima. But Yota Tsuji likes to remind us, when you look at a Tsuji versus Uemura, when you look at a Tsuji versus Umino, when you look at a Tsuji versus, hell, on some technicalities, when you look at Tsuji versus Callum, you're looking at guys that went through the dirt, guys that went on excursions. Tsuji, he went to Mexico. Uemura, he went to TNA. And then here they come to meet in the G1 semifinals. But Uemura, again, the fire you are. The goddamn inferno. I don't know how many gene blasters that man took, but his ribs are finished. So I knew that Tsuji was definitely going for that spinning spear thing. I forgot what the hell he got. I think it was like fire, like gene twister. I don't know. The thing that fucks people up shoulders. The fuck you die spear. Yeah, that works. But again, Uemura, again, the inferno you are would not be denied. You said in 2026, I'm going to make sure every podcast, every observer, Gene Twister, that is correct. Okay. Uemura made sure that every observer, every podcaster, if you have a voice, if you have a mic and you love wrestling, he wanted to make sure that today of all days, on the G1 finals, hell, throughout the G1, he wanted to make sure that he would be the talks. He'd be the talks of the towns. Well, not only are you the talk of the town, you also beat the IWGP heavyweight champion. After getting Gene blasted, after getting in the walls of Tsuji. Also, Tsuji, start doing the end of Heartache. Roger Strong wouldn't mind, I think. But with all that being said, Uemura was able to beat Tsuji in honestly a masterclass match. Never forget when you see a young lion, because today they're a young lion, tomorrow they're a G1 finalist, or even the IWGP heavyweight champion. If you guys have been watching wrestling, if you guys have been watching New Japan Pro Wrestling, who is your favorite young lion turn main eventer? I'll go first. My favorite young lion turn champion to main eventer has to be either Jay White or, yeah, honestly, it might be Yota Tsuji. It might be Yota Tsuji just because he brought back the V4 belt. But yeah, who's your favorite young lion turn champion? Also, before I even continue, I just want to give a round of applause to New Japan Pro Wrestling. We talked about last year that new stars needed to be made, that we needed someone post Ace era, and we have so many. We have the Sujis, the Uramuras, the Callums, the Yuto Ice, the Oscars, the Aaron Wolfs. We even got a couple of the old guard still. We have Zach. We have Goto. We have there's one more person I have on my mind. We have Zach. We have Goto. We have, well, actually no, he's more so on the younger side. And the younger generation is still even like Takeshita, not fully signed, but not fully signed. But my God, does that guy bleed the line? He also bleeds a couple other things too. But there's so many young lions, and there's so many vets that New Japan post Ace era honestly has honestly been something I want to tell people about. That if you think New Japan was gonna die when the Elite left, if you thought New Japan was gonna die when Osprey and Okada left, if you thought that not TNA, if you thought that New Japan was gonna die, well, yeah, that did just happen. Well, shit. What was I about to say? It's happened twice now. Um, Crap. Oh, now I remember what I was gonna say. If you thought that New Japan was gonna die after the Elite left, if you think New Japan was gonna die after Osprey and Okada left, if you thought, and Jay White, if you guys thought that New Japan was gonna die when the Ace Squads retire, all I can tell you guys is the new generation's got it. The new generation's got it. You guys saw it especially with this year's Wrestle Kingdom. I'm looking forward to next year's Wrestle Kingdom. Who is more resilient, New Japan Pro Wrestling or TNA? I'm going to say TNA. Yeah, actually no, it wasn't even that. It wasn't even internet. It was just like, StreamYard just randomly decided, all right, let's refresh. But yeah, I'm gonna say TNA is more resilient than New Japan Pro Wrestling because New Japan isn't just resilient; they're kind of just underprepared. I'll say that New Japan Pro Wrestling was underprepared for, like, they weren't prepared to lose Jay White, Okada, Osprey, but TNA, my God, probably should have died a while ago. But hey, you're the cockroach, I won't die. back to the other things. Uemura punches his way to the finals, so before I even talk about the G1 finals, there's a couple things I want to talk about. So, my favorite match. My favorite G1 match my favorite G1 match this year. And when I say my favorite, that doesn't mean it's the best. It's just my favorite. I would probably watch it 4 times over. But you guys let me know also your favorite G1 match. If you guys don't have me on Instagram, I've also posted the list of my favorite matches. So this is me announcing my number one. My favorite G1 match this year was Drilla versus Hinare. And if it wasn't Drilla versus Hinare, then it was definitely Takeshita versus Oiwa. But it's a tie between those two. No, not Takeshita versus Oiwa. It was Takeshita versus Goto. Those two matches are 1A, 1B. So you ask me again in about maybe an hour, I'm gonna say Takeshita Goto. But Drilla versus Hinare, because the first time ever, that was my match. I was into it, and it had the mana, it had the strong style, it had just the grit. That is my favorite match. Honestly, it shocks me that this tournament was the first ever time we got Hinare versus Drilla. But I need it again. Give it to me for anything. Give it to me for the Never title. Give it to me for the Global title. I just need more. More mana. More Drilla. More Hinare. Actually, Hinare. Oh my god. You guys already know. I am one of the biggest Hinare fans. That man is Young Lion to what we see today. He is mana. He is chills. There is so much I can talk about with Hinare. But Hinare with 3 belts from the New Zealand championship, the Never 6-man in IWGP heavyweight tag team champion. Give me Hinare challenging for the Never belt, please. Just give me Hinare fighting. But yeah, that was my favorite, guys. You guys let me know what was your favorite G1 match. Again, my favorite G1 match was Drilla versus Hinare. But you guys probably have a different one. Okay. So now, one last pit stop before I talk about the G1 finals. That is my G1 Dream Finals. So this is a little different from fantasy booking. Instead of opening the floodgates to anyone, what's my G1 finals, it's what would I have made the G1 finals this year. And funny enough, I know at first in the beginning for predictions, me and Tommy also shout out BTBC. Congratulations on those guys making 200 episodes. You guys already know that I'm always over there for fun talks, and we have them over here for fun talks. So I just want to give a special congratulations to their 200 episodes. But my G1 finals dream, my G1 dream finals, it honestly has to change now. Because now I need Oiwa in the finals. But my dream G1 finals, I guess I would say Zach versus Oiwa. A technical match, G1 finals, teacher versus student in front of your old teacher in the most important match of Oiwa's life. That is my G1 dream finals. What 2 participants of the G1 would you guys have made your finalist? You guys let me know. Next, and yes, that does mean I'm pitching for a G1 for a TMDK G1 finals. All right, guys. So now, with all that being said, before I talk about final match, I want to thank everyone that's been listening, commenting. I know that we've had a little technical difficulties, but that's okay. Top Glory has those, and we just keep on rolling. But you guys already know that you guys can follow the socials. So make sure you guys follow me on my Twitter and Smoove's Twitter's at Enigma_before_Young Smoove TFG. And then add us on Twitch, guys. We're gamers. Smoove A1, Enigma_before_ XO Young Tachi 98 XO. And then remember, Xbox only, guys. Enigma before Smoove A1, Young Tachi 98. And remember, guys, wherever there's a podcast, there is Talk for Glory. So follow us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and join the Talk for Glory Discord. Oh, that's a dream finals. That's a dream finals, Quizzle Fest. But out of everyone that was in the G1 this year, who would have been your two finalists? Oh no, you're good in my eyes. Regardless, I care about your wrestling takes, but your choice of steak is definitely like in my top 5 questioning. Quizzle Fest, but that's a different talk for different days. Maybe on the Top Floor Discord, we have many wild talks. Oh, and I'm on Instagram. I think with period before, but time for the G1 finals. That being Heatstorm, Yu Uemura versus The Grip, Ryohei Iwa. Oh my god. Takagi versus Uemura. Oh, I like that. All right. I watched this match twice because I watched it live and then I watched it fresh after work. Because like I've always told you guys, the price of being a Joshi/Puro fan will never be your soul. The price you pay to be a Joshi/Pure fan will be your sleeping schedule. But on second watch, this was even more special. Ted Zod came out. He was like, if you're going to win, I want to see it live in 4K. Oh my god. This was as much as a Young Lions match as I've ever seen. This was the definition of started from the bottom and now we're here. I can't stop. I can't give up on the Lion Mark. People that think that they can give up on New Japan Pro Wrestling, I pity you. Oiwa and Uemura from the ground up. From the ground to the G1 finals. How does that work? He went to Noah. Yu Uemura, he went to TNA. And yet they met in the G1 finals. Honestly, this is going to sound crazy, but this was a bunch of wrist locks, headlocks, attempts at a belly-to-belly, and making sure that discus lariat connected. But on top of that, this is what we've learned in the dojo, and here you will see it in one of the most important nights in New Japan Pro Wrestling history. And who better to showcase it than the Young Lions of 10 years ago, now turned G1 finalists today. I need you guys to start watching Oil matches and Yu Uemura matches. If you would have told me the 4th guy or the 5th guy in Just 5 Guys was going to be a G1 finalist, if you guys would have told me the 4th member of TMDK was going to be a G1 finalist, well, actually, I could probably believe in Oiwa. I probably would have said, oh, yeah, sure, maybe like in 2030. But no. The future is now the present because now we talk about Oiwa versus Uemura. And this match barely went outside, or I think at all did not go outside. I think that this was by far the best wrestling match New Japan Pro Wrestling has produced since since um since I'm not gonna say Tanahashi Okada, but probably, damn, I'm trying to think of a good comparison like as of lately. No, because like Tanahashi's retirement is like its own category, and then like maybe it's like right under for me. It's right under Takeshita versus Suji, because I was on every time Yuya grabbed the arms, every time Oiwa had grabbed the wrist. I mean, every time I grabbed the arms, every time you grab the arms, and Oiwa had, there were a lot of times where I was going the clutch, the wrist, and just I was on my feet as someone of UFC of a good submission struggle, and this was just some of the most stuff ever, and that was enough for me. Yeah, this showed me this is what we're training. This is what we use today. This is what I will use to win the G1. Like, there's nothing better than using what you've learned. The G1. I mean, the one. Okay, how do I sound now? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Gonna give it a quick second, see if I sound any better. All good? Perfect. See, this is why I love having people commenting on my mic, because on my side it says volumes are good, connection is fine. But thank you, Quizzlefest. Yeah. So back to what I was saying: the wrist, the clutch, the headlocks, everything. It all led to a final decision, and that final decision is your 2026, your G136 winner. The G and G1 will stand for glory when it comes to these predictions and reviews. But now the G will also stand for grip, because the G1 winner ends up being Roy Iwa. TMDK wins again. If you're a part of TMDK, you just got to win a tournament. Zach has won the G1. Ichiban Sweet Boys have won Junior Tag League. Actually, I think twice they've won that. And now Oiwa here wins the G1. Oh, and they've won World Tag League. So the mighty don't kneel, but damn, they win. Who knows? Maybe there's a case to be had for faction of the year somewhere else. But with all that being said, Oiwa with the G1 win heads on to Wrestle Kingdom, and he will face whoever. Sorry, guys, I'm getting a call from Gato right now. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. 3 years in a row? We're doing this again? Why not just make it the official play? Got it. Got it. New era. Right. Yes. Fear the grip. Okay. Fuck Wrestle Kingdom. Oi was challenging at King of Pro Wrestling. Just make it the official match. I'm sorry, respectfully, but if we're going to do this 3 years in a row now, just make King of Pro Wrestling the prize. All right, you win the G1, you challenge at King of Pro Wrestling. Because it's no longer an impressive feat to call your shot early. Because if Zach's done it, if Tanahashi's done it, and now Oi was doing it, you may as well just make it the yearly thing. So, at King of Pro Wrestling, we will be getting The Grip, Ryohei Oiwa versus the Gene Blaster, Yota Tsuji, if he is IWGP Heavyweight Champion by then, as he faces one of New Japan Pro Wrestling's last pillars, one of its last protectors, the king of matchmaking, Hiroki Goto. But that's for different talks on a different day, because for now, I believe that is everything for a New Japan Pro Wrestling G1 Climax 36 review. And I had fun talking about this. Little technical difficulties, but we're still good. We were still rocking and rolling. I enjoyed talking to everyone. Ruckus, Quizzlefest. It's always a pleasure talking to everyone that's here to listen out. Always good to always check on everyone else's thoughts. Again, this match, the finals and the semifinals, will be getting Talk for Glory star ratings, so be on the lookout for that. But guys, let me know, what was your favorite G1 match? What match was underrated? What match was overrated? What was the worst match? A couple people I heard were saying that Great Okan kind of sucked, but he was fine. And even if he was bad, no Goat Okan disrespect will be allowed in this house, as he is the hero, the protector, the only Khan that matters, the Goat Okan. But that's a different talk for a different day. That's a different kind of praise. Yu Uemura, does Tsuji get a nomination for Superstar of the Year with how he did it? Yes, he did. And again, little shout out to collaborations to Bad Takes Better Conversation, BTBC. If he's in talks for Talk for Glory's Superstar of the Year, make sure you guys write his name down for Bad Takes Better Conversations Wrestler of the Year. But again, that's maybe a different talk on, again, maybe a different show. For now, I hope you guys enjoyed the G1. I hope you guys are happy with the results. I hope you guys look forward to the new stars that is New Japan Pro Wrestling. I hope you guys are happy with the new era, as I am. Congratulations, Ryohei Oiwa. The mighty don't kneel. They damn sure win. But you guys already know how the closeout goes. And it feels like I haven't done this in a while, so forgive me if I'm a little raw, if I'm a little slow on this. But I hope you guys stay safe. Have a great day and or night. Let me know your G1 finals. Try not to take wrestling too serious, because it's not that deep. We still have the 5-star. We still have all in. So remember, guys, drop a like, drop a sub, comment your favorite, your show you're looking forward to, whether it be the 5-star, whether you are all in or maybe you're all out. Or just let me know your favorite promotion. That's cool too. Ooh, that's actually doesn't sound bad. But yeah, we got those things coming up. God willing, Smoove and Young Tachi are here for one of those things. It's been a busy month here for the New York City boys. But stay safe, have a great day and or a night. Touch some grass because this wrestling's not that deep. If you follow wrestlers, you deserve to get kicked in your shins. Hope you enjoyed the G1. Hope you guys enjoy the 5-star winning finishes. But stay safe, have a great day and or a night because time zones are weird. But most importantly, guys, enjoy wrestling.